Hey guys, and welcome into your WWE Battleground 2014 review. Now, normally I watch the pre-show, for the pay-per-views, but for this one I thought no, because I was going to get Cameron versus Naomi, and no fucks were given at all for that match, so I didn't watch it. But I also found out we also got Fandango versus Adam Rose, so even more reasons to not watch the pre-show. So I'm glad I didn't watch the pre-show, but for the ones of you out there who watched the pre-show, how bad was it? I bet that both matches sucked balls. I don't care about the results. I just don't care about the matches at all. And like I said, no fucks are given for the matches, so I'm glad I didn't watch it. Anyway, we're going to get to the main card. First match of the night was the Usos versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in the 2 out of 3 falls count match. The Wyatts, they come out with the new crappy theme music. It was rubbish theme music in my opinion. To be honest, the stipulation, was it necessary? Was it necessary? Because the two pinfalls to begin with, I believe it was a boot from the Wyatts and then the roll-up pin from the Usos. Was it necessary? Was it needed? Because after that, it got exciting. The match got, got exciting. I thought it had a slow start to it, and it got exciting after the second pinfall. And it turned out to be a pretty decent match, actually, in the end. You had some good spots in there. You had Eric, I thought Eric Rowan, shined in this match as well. He did a double superflex from the top rope. That was a nice spot. And then to end it, there was a double splash on Harper to get the win. So they kind of, they kind of protected Luke Harper's character because, it took a double splash on Harper to get the win. There's a lot of near falls. It doesn't make the match good, in my opinion. I guess it can help, but you have to put on a good match. Near falls and kicking out too doesn't make a match awesome, alright? You got those chants, this is awesome. I can show you so many matches which blows that match out of the water, alright? Decent match, probably the match of the night as well, which is quite funny. The opener was probably match of the night as well. Alright, really was. Wasn't the best part of the show. We're going to get to that very soon, but it was probably the best match of the show. After that, we got scheduled Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. We got shown a video package. The video package was good in my opinion because it showed the Shield when they were together and they split off. They haven't really been saying about. They haven't really been giving out video packages or whatnot. This is the first one I like the video package for this. You had Seth Rollins doing a backstage interview, and then Ambrose comes out and just attacks Seth Rollins. He just beats him up, and then you have Triple H coming down, security coming down, and Ambrose gets kicked out. He gets kicked out, and he's gets kicked out Gal Arena, so they didn't have a match on Battleground. I'll be talking more about it in the review, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, after that, basically we just went straight away. Paige versus AJ Lee. My opinion, it was a disappointment, this match. This match was a disappointment. I felt it was very sloppy. There was a lot of botches. I understand, they call the moves and stuff in the ring, but you could blatantly hear Paige and AJ Lee. I mean, you had Paige numerous of times going, "Are you ready? Ready? Ready?" She kept saying that, and they called in the moves. So this match to me was really sloppy. You had AJ winning with a shining wizard, and I just thought to myself after the match was done, surely they can do better than this because I've seen both women put on some really good matches, and them coming together, you'd expect a classic female wrestling match, but we didn't get it here, not for Battleground anyway. I felt it was a really sloppy match. It was a disappointment in my opinion. So this was one of the matches I was looking forward to as well. And that makes a difference for the females, because there's never a time I'm looking forward to the female match, but this one I was looking forward to, and it was just a disappointment. Hopefully they're gonna carry on the feud. There was no heel turn for Paige or whatever, but hopefully this feud carries on, and we have AJ Lee versus and versus Paige at SummerSlam. Hopefully we get that, and they can do better than this match because it was really sloppy. It was a disappointment. After that, we have Jack Swagger versus the Rusev. Did the builds, live up to the match? No, and I wasn't expecting it to either. I didn't think this was going to be a great match. It wasn't really good in my opinion either. I like the finish of the match though, with Rusev winning by a count out. It gives a reason for them to carry on a feud, because I do enjoy the confrontation between Lana and Zeb Coulter. It's one of the main things I like about the feud. And it's not actually the wrestlers, so that's a bit bad, I think. Because they're just mouthpieces for Swagger and Rusev, and they make the match. Well, like, they hype up the match, and the hype's been better than the match. The match wasn't great. I wasn't expecting it to be great. Jack Swagger's is a bit boring to me. Rusev's not that great either, to be honest, and he's just going to be fed to Cena. So why should I care? Anyway, after that, this point of the show, right? This point of the show, because in the UK they get these shows at 1 in the morning. Right, this point of the show, I was falling asleep. I was literally my eyes were shutting down, and I was going to fall asleep until Seth Rollins comes down. So I was interested in that. So I was like, oh, what's going on? Basically, make the referee say that he won because Dean Ambrose forfeited. It's a nice touch, I guess, to the feud. And then out comes Ambrose and attacks Rollins. They kept doing this throughout the show, and it was great. I didn't feel it was necessary to have a match at Battleground, and I think they did. I think they executed it very well here. We have a really good brawl, and this is how to build a match for SummerSlam, because this rivalry is very heated right now. Got a lot of heat for each other, a lot of hate and whatnot, and a lot of reasons why they want to have a fight. I enjoyed this. I mean, the brawls were good. It was, there was intensity within the two characters, and it was the best part of the show. These two guys just fighting. Not a match, just fighting. It was the best part of the show. It'd be in any match in my opinion. This was the most entertaining segment out of all. Just Ambrose and Seth Rollins just beating each other up. That was the most fucking entertaining aspect of this show. These two guys can fucking go out there and tear it down, I'm telling you now. After that, I think we come to another disappointment in my opinion. This is a match I was looking forward to, and I know a lot of other people were looking forward to it as well. Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. I mean, the match, it wasn't that great. It really wasn't. I mean, the match at NXT I thought was better than this, and that was for free. You have to pay for this. I don't know. There was just something about this. Like, it just didn't click for me. I don't think they clicked well in this match. I don't know what was going on. Maybe Bray Wyatt's he's hit this John Cena's fucking ceiling. He's the brick wall, and when you hit the brick wall, you just decline, and it's sad, really sad, because Bray Wyatt's a really good character. But I mean, at least it's given it a reason for this feud to carry on, because Chris Jericho won this, and I predicted that. I predicted it, and I'm pretty proud of predicting that one, because a lot of people thought Bray Wyatt was going to win. I think something good about this was that at least they got rid of Harper and Rowan, so it wasn't like a case of, oh, Jericho won, he beat 3 guys, like a John Cena would. It was just Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, and Chris Jericho went over clean. And this is how you make a program with 2 guys. Because imagine if Rowan and Harper were out there trying to distract Chris Jericho, because then people would be moaning about how Chris Jericho beat all 3 of them, because that's pretty much what John Cena did. And it was just Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt straight up. That was good. Chris Jericho does his code breaker and beats Bray Wyatt clean. And it gives a reason for them to face off at SummerSlam. So I'm hoping for a better match at SummerSlam. And Bray Wyatt will ultimately go over at SummerSlam, which is a big full pay-per-view, by the way, which people remember. So I like the result. The match wasn't that great. After that, we come to the backstage segment between Ambrose basically jumping out of the car boot and attacking Rollins. And then you have Rollins, in his car driving off. I mean, you had Ambrose jumping out of a car boot. This was creative. This was really good stuff. They had 3 segments on this show, and it was split throughout the whole show. And it kind of made the pay-per-view bearable, in my opinion. These 2 guys were the stars of Battleground. And they could be the stars of SummerSlam when they put on this match, because it gives even more reason for the match. It gives more anticipation for the match. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm pretty sure everybody is looking forward to their match at SummerSlam. Big 4 pay-per-view. You're going to remember it. I can't wait. I really can't. You know, I think the fans are going to be really into that match as well. But you know, since that was the last segment, the pay-per-view, you know, from here just declined in my opinion. You had the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royale. You had a quick promo from Wade Barrett. I like that. You know, I'm the biggest Bad News Barrett fan. The character meaning, and you know, he had a nice quick promo. You know, he said that when he's back, he's gonna fucking bullhammer whoever. And yeah, so the match starts. You have a nice spot with Kofi going on. He was on Big E's shoulders. It's quite funny, I guess. Surprisingly, you had Heath Slater taking out Cesaro. I don't know why. Heath Slater come out with 3MB music as well. That made me laugh because he's just him now. There's no bloody Jinder Mahal or Drew McIntyre because they got fired. So try and work that one out, WWE. Cesaro got eliminated by the Heath Slater. So what the fuck? You know, this match was fucking predictable because the Miz, right, did fuck all in this match. He was outside the ring, you know. Didn't get eliminated because he didn't go over to the top rope. You had Ziggler and Sheamus, you know, battling out in the ring, and Ziggler actually eliminated Sheamus. Much to my surprise, he eliminated Sheamus. So again, they're trying to tease Dolph Ziggler, but they never finish off with it or execute it properly with a Dolph Ziggler. You know, I like Dolph Ziggler. He should be in a better spot. He should have won this match because then you get Miz coming out and eliminating Dolph Ziggler. So you got Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus in there, Bo Dallas did some good stuff in there. All they're working their asses off, and then the Miz comes in and just eliminates them. You know, I don't like the Miz. Alright, the character, in my opinion, is a cheap rip-off of the Hollywood gimmick of The Rock back in 2003. Alright, even the music. You listen to his music with the camera shots and going through New York City, I believe it is. Or Hollywood, that's the one. Sorry. From the UK, so. But no, this match sucked because of the result. You get these guys working their asses off, and then the Miz ultimately wins and is the Intercontinental Championship, championship holder. And I think Ziggler should have deserved this, and then the fans, you know, were cheering for him as well. But no, WWE showed us their fingers to us, didn't they? After that, we come to the main event, which who cared about this match? The most predictable match of the whole night, in my opinion. Orton versus Kane versus Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Now, there's one thing I want to point out in this match because I don't feel like talking about it a lot. But there's one thing I want to just point out in this match. You had this part where Cena and Reigns stared off and they started punching each other. Okay. I believe Cena gave the first shot to Reigns, you know. Bam! Reigns sold it, okay? He sold it, you know, as well as he could. You then get Roman Reigns punching John Cena, right? And you go watch back at this. You watch this again. Alright? John Cena just when he gets punched, he says, "Oh!" The guy doesn't take it fucking seriously. He doesn't take the fucking match seriously. He doesn't care about anybody else but himself. He just cares about his own spot and nobody else's. This guy is a prick. An absolute prick. Oh, I'd spit in the guy's face. He's no good. He's a no good son of a bitch. He's no great. He's an absolute cunt. Alright, he's a cunt. He's a scum. You can't take anything seriously. Fuck John Cena. Because then you can get John Cena winning with an AA onto Orton onto Kane. And he picks up the 1-2-3. But if you watch the match back, Roman Reigns carried the whole fucking match, let's be honest. You had some really nice spots with Roman Reigns. He worked his ass off. But what do they do, WWE? Oh, it's time for the same old shit. What a fucking waste of a main event, in my opinion. John Cena sucks. Looking at this, right? Looking at this. There was only 2 things which were good. I mean it. There was only 2 things which were good. Alright, two things which were good. One of them was a 1 match. Out of 7, I believe it was. So Usos versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan was good. And then the best thing about the night was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose battling it out. So if you want my fucking result on this, my verdict on this, out of 10, I'm gonna give this shit, right, 3 out of 10. This was horrible. This was a shitty show, in my opinion. Alright. This was bad. Terrible. Alright, and I'm not looking forward to Raw. I'm trying to look forward when Brock Lesnar returns and fucks up John Cena, because mark my words, if John Cena beats Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, I'm gonna hit my shit and I'm gonna be done with the WWE. And I'll review TNA Impact instead, because I don't think I can carry on watching the WWE if John Cena beats a legit UFC fighter, a champion. I don't think I can do it. I really don't.